What's up everyone, this is FreeSMG. So for today's video today, I'm actually going to bring some discussions regarding Night Watcher's new class, as we see in this trailer here that we actually posted for you guys. For those of you who actually main her and play her more often in PvE or sometimes in PvP also, you kind of notice that her kit is actually a little bit underwhelming compared to the other raid classes that they have to offer, just like Daybreaker and Nemos in this case. I just hope this video will actually bring some hope to those who actually loves to play Night Watcher on a daily basis as their main, and some at the same time introduce her to veteran players who actually never played Night Watcher before and encourage them to play her as they actually get more of their main character and want to like to try something new. So to kick things off, we can actually start by talking about her design of her costume as of right now. The first thing we actually see right off the bat is her footwear actually changes in this new job. So in this case, instead of wearing of her high heels that she used to wear as Night Watcher, she actually is barefoot in this class. This got people thinking why the designer of KOG, Hwasong in this case, actually decided to make her barefoot compared to the other classes that actually have shoes on or some high heels on. So my first impression of this picture is I can already tell that her concept art and her costume design overall is actually based on the Assassin's theme, just basically of her concealing herself into darkness with her dark color tone. And you can see her footwear is actually changed instead of wearing shoes. She actually goes on barefoot just to emphasize how movement can actually be silenced if you go on barefoot, as wearing shoes or any form of footwear actually does make noise as you walk on them. If you try going barefoot yourself, you can already notice that right off the bat you can actually control your movement a lot more easier compared to wearing footwear, and at the same time you actually notice your movement and any noise you do when you're walking is actually more silenced or a little bit more quieter. Hopefully this little concept I actually gave you guys, or a little example, actually tells you guys why designers of KOG decide to design her that way instead of giving actual footwear. So moving on to the overall costume itself, you can actually already see her cape actually changes. If you actually look at Night Watcher's original artwork, you actually see her wearing a regular cape. It doesn't look special, but we can already see her color tone has already been darkened to actually match the assassin theme. So you can actually notice on her shoulder pieces, her feathers actually turn darker and black and blue in this case compared to her white one in the Night Watcher class. And just a little fun note, you even notice her hood. The design actually is very similar to Wessel's. It has when you actually face him as a boss for the first phase. Just a little pointed out, they do look a little bit familiar in terms of the design and how they're actually oriented to see their faces and such. And you can actually notice her weapon of choice did change in this job. So instead of using a normal bow that you see from other raid classes, you can actually see she actually switches over to crossbow, just to emphasize just the efficiency of killing someone with minimal amount of effort compared to using the bow. It actually takes some time to pull up the string before actually launching into your target. And for the little juicy part of this video is actually we're going to talk about the potential mod skills that she's might going to have on her skill board. So I did identify 3 skills that she might actually get these mod skills just by handpicking them, just not just randomly, but these skills actually might be needed to work on because they're kind of underused. After talking to these experienced Night Watcher players, they're saying their opinions on her hopes in terms of her job and potential skills that she might get in the future. So identifying these 3 skills that she might get in the future, actually going to be Karma, Gliding Strike, and Fatality. Actually looking at these 3 skills, they're kind of underpowered compared to the rest of her kit that she has right now just to clear out the mobs or monsters or any type of boss monsters in these PvE maps. Hopefully with these mod skill changes to these following skills will actually make her more fun playing in PvE mode and make her more enjoyable. I know this video is actually a lot more short compared to my Untitled Chapter, but I don't have any hands-on experience of playing Night Watcher, so I have to rely on my guild members or any other friends that play them for their opinion. Yeah, if you wanted to bring more discussion regarding Night Watcher, I'll be happy to try take him on or just try a reference from my Night Watcher's friends and try to reference that question to them, and they'll get to reply back to you with their answer. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of me discussing Night Watcher, and we do have more classes on the way right now, and I try to do my best to try to cover them all for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and then I hope you're looking for the next one and actually do create one if we have more classes coming up. Just remember that for the North American server, we are actually receiving our second lineup of 3rd job classes, so I'm actually going to host a live stream on that Wednesday around nighttime around Pacific Standard Time, and there might be a chance I might do a face reveal since many of you are actually wondering what do I look like or you just want to see me for the very first time. So it's in the decision process right now, but if the time calls for it or actually do feel like showing myself, I'll probably just do it on the live stream and then you get to see it for yourself. So hopefully you actually join the live stream on that day, but I won't post a event saying that there's going to be a live stream. I'm going to do it at random because lives happens all the time. I can't really get a precise time for you guys on when I could do it. So hopefully I'll get to see you there, and I'll be talking to you from the live stream chat, and hope I'll see you there.